Now, how are you going to get snippy with a customer for using the payment option that you've allowed?
You agreed to.
Hey, welcome to Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I am Dwayne.
And I'm Jesse.
Hey, I had a coffee experience today I wanted to share with you.
Let's do it.
So I've said before, when we have small businesses and they do great, we are going to give them a huge shout out.
Yeah.
This is not that. This is different than that. There is a small town coffee shop not too far from where I'm at. And they are not known for service. I will just say that they're not known for service. And I won't give their names because small business has enough problems. I've actually tried to talk to them in the past about some of the issues because I deal with customer service. I mean, I train workforce development, I train customer service, interpersonal skills, but they're not really interested. So I'm going to tell you about the experience, and I want to know what your thoughts are on this. So I had a meeting this morning.
Yep.
Hey, Justin, how's it going? And when I went up, I ordered my coffee, and it's just a refill kind of situation.
Yeah.
You get the craft, you just pour out your own coffee.
Yeah, it's
serve
like
yourself.
Mugs.
You get a mug
and,
and you self-serve. And so it's like $1.50, $1.25, something like that. And I think it's $1.50. And you get free refills, which is awesome. So I love that. It's a great environment for that. They got Wi-Fi and all those kinds of things. And there was a time that I was probably in there 2-3 times a week spending money. I'll get a pastry, I'll order coffee, buy coffee for other people, those kinds of things. So I'm doing business there, Today I'm having this meeting. I don't have cash. My wife, I don't know if your wife does this, but my wife loves to have cash. And if I have cash and she doesn't have cash, all of a sudden she has cash and I don't have cash. Yeah. I don't know how it works, but she takes all the ones and whatnot out of my wallet and she just feels rich. Because she has greenbacks, So I don't care. I just use my debit card most of the time anyway. So I give my debit card and she says, "Are you kidding me? $1.50 it's a debit card, not a credit card, but you can have me ring it up on a card? There's a 40 cent charge to me for that." Like, okay, sorry. And she's like, "What happened where's cash?" And I was like, I don't carry cash. I don't know a lot of people who actually do carry, besides my wife. I don't know anybody who carries cash. And so she was like serious, like, people, I'm just going to have to just raise my prices to cover for it. I said, yeah, you probably should. If it's an issue, you probably should put an upcharge on there. They used to not take cards for purchases under $5. And if that's your business decision, great. I'll stop at the ATM on my way in if that's the rule. But you've been taking debit cards for a long time. Now, how are you going to get snippy with a customer for using the payment option that you've allowed?
You agreed to. And
then try to guilt me into you having to pay for the 40 cents, like put an upcharge on it.
I'll pay $1.90 as opposed to $1.50 if you'll stop giving me grief about it.
Like, I don't understand. Like, this person has been in this place for years and years and years, and I don't know if she's a part owner. I don't know what the deal is, but she's acting like this money's coming right out of her own pocket. But if it's coming out of your pocket, do something about it. Make a change, but don't. I just get really frustrated at businesses, at employees who take their frustrations out on customers.
Yeah. When it sounds like this lady probably is either a part owner or a manager of some type, because you wouldn't think as an employee would care, like, hey, it's not, but I know which coffee shop you're talking about. I've been there. I've had a few of my own experiences there. Yeah, that is kind of the feeling that you get. I remember the one experience I had there that just kind of irked me was I was standing in line and I was looking at the Danishes and all of that. And I get up to the register and the lady just stared at me. And I know this isn't a huge deal, right? This isn't something but it just kind of, I just was like, what the heck? And she just, now typically, right, in customer service, you would say,
you're the initiator.
You're the initiator. And she just, until I said, and I was like, well, can I get one of those Danishes and a cup of coffee? And she did. I don't even think she said yes. I don't think she just got the Danish, got the cup. And I'm pretty sure I paid card because I don't carry cash either.
Right?
It may have been $5. I don't know. But I just remember like walking to my seat very like,
what just
happened? Why did she not say a word? And then I started thinking, did she even blink? Is she a robot? And yeah, it was, it's one of those things where it's not as an extreme example, but it's just like that. The customer service is just not there at all.
And it's weird because it's not just there. Like I've gone through grocery stores and had entire transactions.
Yeah.
Like I've gone through a whole store, loaded up my cart, get it all up on the conveyor belt, past I don't know how many employees, get it all loaded on the conveyor belt. And the only words with any employee of the whole store would be something along the line. That'll be 8241.
Yeah.
Like that's it. 8241 and nothing else. Thanks for coming in. Did you find everything you're looking for? And besides, when they ask you, did you find everything you're looking for? Like, what happens if you didn't? Are they some places I've seen where I know where that's at. Let's get it for you.
Yeah.
But other places they say, oh, sorry about that. And like, why did you bother asking?
Yeah.
Hey, how was your meal today? Actually, it wasn't all that good. It was a little cold. Okay, well, that was $12.
Yeah.
Come back again.
No solution to the problem. It's
right.
Just,
well, they weren't even.
They don't care.
They don't really, they don't know what they're asking.
Yeah.
They don't know. They're saying the things so many times that they're not even realizing that they've said it. They're not waiting for an answer. They're moving on to the next thing. And that's customer service across the board.
Yeah. So I used to work at a big box grocery store. Can I say the name? You want me to say the name or no?
I don't care.
I used to work at Walmart before the job that I have now, washing windows. And I will say the Walmart that I worked at had good training from the management.
Cool.
They have a good training program. The management were very clear on like, listen, your priority is the customer.
I love that.
And I kind of have a natural customer service attitude, personality anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of took it a little bit further. I used to have kind of a motto, and I would literally write it down every day at the registers I was working on, that when people leave a conversation with me, they feel loved, valued, or added to.
I love it.
I just wanted them to leave feeling something positive, and I would write that. I would literally take a blank piece of receipt paper, and I would write it, and I would sign it, and it would sit so I could see it all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they moved me registers, I would leave it there for the next person who would maybe rub off on other people.
Right.
And so I became fairly popular. You have the older ladies that would, recognize me.
That aisle.
Every time I would always have a line,
mm-hmm.
and people really liked me. And it was just one of those things where I felt like, man, there's a lot of people that I've gotten to know. I didn't even know half their names. I just saw them and,
right.
I would remember stories they told me. And so it was really, really good training, that they gave, and then plus my kind of attitude. But because of that, I actually ended up in the job that I'm in today, which pays much better,
mm-hmm.
is much more flexible, and is more fulfilling, for me and my family, because the owner of the company that I work for now saw me at Walmart while I was on the clock, recognized that I had good customer service skills. And then when she saw me, again, she was actually my wife's nurse when she was pregnant. She had mentioned it. Hey, I saw you at Walmart the other day. You have really good customer service. I was like, oh, thanks. And she's like, are you happy with the money there? And I'm like, all right, what kind of pyramid scheme you're trying to, recruit me into?
I'm not for you.
I'm not interested. Been there, done that, but she said, my husband and I own a window washing company, and we pay, X amount at least. And it was, we're talking double what I was making, if not more than double what I was making at Walmart.
Right.
And then, I've been there for 2 years and it's been even better than that. I mean, it's really the ideal job for my wife and I. And it's, I think, 100% because of, one, the training that they gave, but also the training that they gave meshed up with my kind of natural personality anyway.
Yep.
And I think that's just kind of a testament to, and I don't say that to be braggy or anything.
No.
I mean, listen, I'm the most humble guy you'll ever meet.
Humble
is my middle name.
He had a humble pin. He wore it and they took it away from him.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. But I say that to say, there are a lot of people that are unhappy in the job that they're in, and maybe that lady's one of them, but understand, like, I think most people don't understand that even if you're unhappy where you're at, so often we can affect our emotions.
Oh, sure.
I could have went in and been like, I feel like I'm getting underpaid. I feel like I'm whatever, but I didn't. I went in and I said, this is my purpose.
Yeah.
And because of that, I was rewarded with something that I wouldn't have even asked for. Right. If you asked me to design the perfect kind of job, this is beyond that, what I do currently. And
and you're not saying that your purpose is to wash windows.
Absolutely not. Right.
What is it you're saying your purpose is?
Is to make it sure when people leave my presence, they feel loved, valued, and added to.
That's right.
Or I always said, you don't have to do all of it, but if they walk away and from an interaction with me, and I'm asking them how their day is going, and I have a little chit chat with them, even that is such a small thing. And I really think that many people are missing out on the fact that we're all people. Yes, that was a transactional kind of relationship, but you can bring a personal touch to a transactional relationship. It's really important, and I think it's essential for growth, right? And then it's essential for getting to the next step. So, you know a lot more about this than I do because you teach it. You've written a book on it. And,
Hey, nice segue.
Yeah. Listen, I've read it. No, it's a good book.
There was no plan for that.
There wasn't a plan, but I'll just take some royalties from it.
So for the 2 copies that I'm going to sell from this, I'll give you a free cup of coffee.
Just don't buy it with your debit card.
That's right, not with the debit card. No, so the thing that I appreciate about you, Jesse, is that we bond in certain areas, and with that mindset that you're talking about, it's the same thing that I do tend to teach most people. Yeah. My personal motto: love the person in front of you.
Yeah.
And basically all that means is you add value everywhere that you go.
Yeah.
And so you hit the nail on the head that there are a lot of people that are in jobs that they don't belong in. But you can find your purpose pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Because your purpose isn't your job. And this particular lady, I don't know if she thinks that working in this coffee shop is her life's purpose, but wherever you're at, if you can't stand the people that you're working with, that's probably not where you're supposed to be. If you're miserable every time that you go in, and this person seems to be miserable every day,
yes.
And maybe she's a business owner and she's got a lot of pressures, but then you've got to figure out a way to, in a healthy sort of way, come out from underneath that pressure, because you're not doing your business any favors. And if she's not the owner, she's not doing the business owner any favors by treating. I've seen them where, like, they have this assembly line kind of thing, if like a lunch hour, the trays up on the counter. And so to keep track of whose orders go where, they take the drink that was ordered with the sandwich or whatever and put it on the tray. I've seen people take their drink off the tray. They know that this is my triple whiteout mocha latte thing, whatever it is. And so they'll take it off and start drinking it. And I'll hear the 2 employees in the back, people keep taking their stuff off the trays. They're throwing our system off. Don't they know that we won't know where to put their sandwiches? Like, we hear you back there. Yeah. Like, everybody out here hears right across the counter, because there's only like 2 feet of space separating us. And when you're bad mouthing your customers to their faces, you can't expect that your business is going to thrive. But who's shown them how to do it?
Yeah.
Who has shown them how? It hasn't been modeled for a long time. I was talking to my friend today, and we were talking about how, like, each generation, and this is actually going to lead into our next segment. So you know what? I think I'm going to stop here, and you're going to have to tune into the next episode to see where I'm going with this next segment. Cliffhanger. Hey, this has been Coffee with Dwayne and Jesse. I'm Dwayne.
I'm Jesse.
Be well.
Do good. Drink good coffee.